Just a little loving early in the morning beats a cup of coffee. We're starting off the day. Just a little loving when the world is yawning makes you wake up feeling good things are coming your way. So would be half as bad. It wouldn't be half as sad if for each and everybody in it had just a little loving early in the morning, a little extra something to kind of see them through. Nothing turns the day on, really gets it done like a little bit of loving from some loving someone like you. I've been loving too long. cold. My love is growing stronger as our affair grows old. Ooh, I've been loving you just a little bit too long. Don't make me stop now. I've been loving you too long. Don't make me stop now. Please, don't make me stop now. Loving you, don't make me stop now. Loving you, don't make me stop now. I love you so, I always will. I look at you and you see the passionate eyes of May. But am I ever gonna see my wedding day? Oh, I was on your side, Bill, when you were losing. I'd never scheme or lie, Bill. There's been no fooling, but this is love won't carry me till you marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. And in your voice, I hear a choir of carousels. But am I ever gonna hear my wedding bell? I was the one came running when you were lonely. I haven't spent one day not loving you only. But this is if love won't carry me till you marry me. I love you so, I always will. And from devotion rules this heart. I take your vows. But Bill, you're never gonna take my wedding vows. Come on, Bill. Oh, come on, Bill. Come on and marry me, Bill. Bill, I love you so, I always will. I got the wedding bell. One, two, three. Oh, that's how elementary it's gonna be. Come on, let's fall in love. It's easy, like taking candy from the baby. ABC, falling in love with you was easy for me, and you can do it too. It's easy, like taking candy from the baby. breathing without love, without your love, baby, I'll die. One and one are two. I know you love me and how I love you. Don't try to fight it, 'cause it's easy. Like taking candy from the baby. Don't try to fight it, 'cause it's easy. Like taking money from an old man, from an old man. I love before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Welcoming my head now and wondering what dress to wear now. I say a little prayer for you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I love you. Together, together, that's how it must be to live without you. Would only be heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, dear, while riding I think of us, dear. I say a little prayer for you. At work I just take time and all through my coffee break time I say a little prayer for you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I love you. Together, together, that's how it must be to live without you. Would only be heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is none but you. I know you don't know what I'm going through. Standing here looking at you, it hurts so bad. It makes me feel so sad. It makes me hurt so bad to see you again. Like needles and pins, people say you've been making out okay. He's in love, don't stand in his way. It hurts so bad, it makes me feel so sad. It's gonna hurt so bad if you walk away. Why don't you stay and let me make it up to you? I'll do anything you want me to. You loved me before, please love me again. I can't let you go back again. Please don't go, please don't go. It's so bad. It makes me hurt so bad. It makes me hurt so bad. I'm begging you, please. Please don't go, please don't go. It hurts so bad. It makes me feel so sad. It makes me hurt so bad if you walk away. Please don't go, please don't go. It hurts so bad. Makes me feel so sad. get to Phoenix, he'll be rising, and he'll find the note I left hanging on the door, and he'll laugh just to think I try to leave him. I've left that man so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, he'll be working, and he'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. But that phone will just keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. By the time I make Oklahoma, he'll be sleeping, and he'll toss and turn and call my name, darling, and he'll cry just to think I'd really leave him. Time and time again, I told him so. He just didn't know. I would really, really, really go.
That is most important. I know how much a matters to me. I said before her price is very low. How low is that?
I'll leave that all up to you, my lady.
What name shall I call you?
It's
My brother's boy said he's very pleased I made a very lucky choice.
They told me, yes, I'm one of your country.
Lovely girl. tell Marlborough what to do. Show her where her bedroom is. Be sure she understands just what we expect of her.
Joy as one by love's sweet golden fetters, golden chains of love.
Listen, it's mother. They polish all the silverware and quickly too. And then while you are resting, there's mending there to do. I shall be back before you know it. Oh, see how late it is. Come on.
I'll do my very, very best, Parasha. Oh, how long the time will seem without you
I'll
here
come back
beside
early
me.
just to test her.
Come soon, my sweet Parasha. I'm waiting here alone, dearest Parasha. Come, bright evening star, and bring the quiet night I long for. Dark silence drifting down around us. All the world will go to sleep, and we shall be alone at last. We two shall be alone at last. But then the fire of love will brighten. We'll live beyond your sister stars. Then until the morning lightens, you'll hear the whisper of our vows. You'll hear the low and tender murmur. Hear what our lips have never spoken. And you shall see my open heart, and you shall read all the passion written there. Star, bright star, you shall know our rapture, share our delight when first we kiss. The evening star shall share our kiss. The evening star shall know our rapture. Sweet star of evening, bring the night I long for, when we shall be alone together. I think a good clean shave is what I need right now. Here's my chance while no one's looking. Cup and brush and razor are here at hand. The soap dish, water. This table wobbles. Confound the She sings.
One song is like another song, all either gay or dreamy. So tell me what you've heard and done since last you got to come and see me.
You do not need to question me, for every breath I draw, I love you. Yes, Parasha, dear, I swear it. You're the one that I adore. Yes, Parasha, dear, I swear it. I have never loved before. I've never loved before.
Truly, sir, you must believe me. My secret will not be
Ah, your little throat is whiter than a drift of winter snow. How much more fortunate than I am. I must see you soon again.
Then tomorrow at the tavern, you can meet me there at 8. garden to be born. There's not a day that does not bring me some new misfortune. I have in my dearest and love you forgotten You don't suppose she'd come for less? One face to diplomatist faces, you'd think how did the price of laces foreign costly day by day. Precisely, everything is so expensive. Here's a hat I bought last season for next to nothing, but today there are no such bargains. See for yourself how well made it is. Don't you adore the tassels it is trimmed with? Feel the grain of velvet, see how these cherries match the feathers. And here's the part I like the best, the lifelike birdies in the nest. Parasha, what has taken you so long there? I found another servant. Come and tell me, child, where have you worked before? She was the under-housemaid at old Alice. I'm sure you suit us very well. Remember, oh, remember, you must pay attention to your duty. Good night.
How are we to explain the fact that the whippoorwill and Phoebe have the exact same song, and that 8 of our 12 species sing one or more versions of it? Here is one of those amazing coincidences that aches for the proper insight. We think it provides a clue to the origin of birdsong. The simple Phoebe, or cuckoo call, is basic to birds. Fully half the birds of the world use it. Almost as many enlarge upon this simple call by repeating it 4 or 5 tones higher, which, as you can see, is to produce none other than the whippoorwill song itself. A tempting course of speculation, then, is to imagine that the basic call is one which resounded from the throats of reptiles in the Cretaceous swamps before the birds first adopted it and added their accented trill 4 or 5 tones higher, thus producing the first melody. From this simple beginning, the rest of the scale was discovered, and more besides. Many new and bizarre departures attended the need for closely related birds to sound unmistakably different during courtship. But throughout all of the subsequent evolution of birdsong, certain members of each family of birds adhered to the ancient formula. This is true not only of the birds around our Maryland farmhouse, but of birds in the far northwest, of tropical America, and of the songsters in the yards and fields of old Europe, as we discover when we slow the songs down so that they fall within our own best hearing range. The mockingbird is somewhat of a problem. Take his repertory, for example. The mockingbird will usually sing 7 or more different songs a minute. Given 2 minutes, he will produce 14. Surely one supposes there must be a point where he will start repeating himself, as a cardinal would, for instance. But that point is never reached. We allowed one mockingbird 40 minutes solid singing time. He gave imitations of the phoebe, the cardinal, the Carolina wren, the wood pewee, the blue jay, and these are mockingbird imitations, not the real thing. And he sang part of the Tennessee waltz, which illustrates imitating on a multi-species level, since the mockingbird probably stole it from the Carolina wren, and somebody borrowed the Tennessee waltz from whoever wrote La Cucaracha. In all, he sang 276 songs. Of these, only a few score were repeats. He had a habit of laughing down the scale, like a Carolina wren. This he did on 5 different occasions. Another habit was a descending spiral of song, to which he reverted 8 times. He returned 8 times to a plaintive melody, again with variations. This was very popular with the mockingbirds of Baltimore, but was missing further south in Virginia. He imitated the cardinal 7 times, each time giving a different song. Here are 2 or 3 examples. There were 63 imitations of the Carolina wren and other species of that constellation, plus non-imitative variants of the type. When these were analyzed in order to group similar ones together, a residue of 51 quite different melodies remained. Here are some examples. First, the After Chicago theme of the Carolina wren, given here as After Chicago. Then the wood thrush, or is it the towhee? Then others. Here is how he was prone to develop a train of such calls. Add to these an irreducible residue of 29 phrases in half steps, such as this good imitation of the jay's pump handle call, and a dozen songs that can only be described as strange or unusual. And we must face the fact that variety, not fixity, is the mockingbird's keynote. In another 40 minutes, we could expect another 100 songs. The songs of a second mockingbird were confirmatory. There was the same profusion, but a different set of songs. In short, there is no discoverable repertory. It is as though a mockingbird's song were produced by the wind or some natural agent with no memory, though we know what a memory the mockingbird has. The mockingbird is too close an observer, or too accurate a listener, to give a stereotyped reflection of what is truly varied and individual. If it is as common for birds to copy each other as it appears, then in this respect the mockingbird is no exception. But it also appears that style is inherited even if songs are not, and birds will sing the same song, but never in the same style. This is where the mockingbird is exceptional. The mockingbird will typically take a melodic fragment and reproduce it in the voice and manner of a variety of other birds. In fact, a perfect imitation never stands alone. It is part of a developmental passage. This is true, for instance, of the following imitation of the phoebe. Or of this imitation of the Carolina wren. A few minutes later, a different handling of the same problem. Mockingbirds always begin in an unpromising way, with a monotonous sequence of clucks and churs. Often these are accurate reproductions of other birds' call notes. Usually they are given in different rhythms on the same pitch. Suddenly, as here, he gives voice to a certain phrase, the pitch and rhythm of which have already been established. Then, adopting different voices, he repeats the phrase in various ways until it begins to depart from the original idea and he falls back to a monotone. This fixed method is what makes the mockingbird so easy to recognize. Since the mockingbird's imitations are quite perfect, they tell us a lot about birds' hearing. When the songs of many birds are slowed down, we hear changes in interval, accent, and number of notes. But this does not tell us how the birds themselves hear the songs. The whippoorwill, for instance, has a well-known three-note phrase, or seems to have. When slowed down, this becomes a five-note phrase, reminiscent of the phoebe's secondary song. It is natural to wonder where the birds stand in all this. Do they know what they do? Or to put it another way, what does the whippoorwill hear when it listens to another whippoorwill? 3 notes or 5? If we slow down the mockingbird's imitation of the whippoorwill, exactly the same thing happens as with the real song. This proves that mockingbirds hear all 5 notes, and it is safe to assume that other birds do the same. What we hear is distorted. We think the bird says whippoorwill when it is really saying something more like, "Where are we going?" Conversely, the words, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" could be mistaken for whippoorwill when the process is reversed and the words speeded up to the same extent as the bird song was slowed down. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Because of this whippoorwill effect, as we call it, the music developed by birds among themselves has all this while been hidden from us. Our porch was within earshot of 2 field sparrows, each of which throughout the month of June sang its own song without change or variation, and each was different. We have already mentioned that this condition is puzzling. It spoils any simple theory of song inheritance. The individual by the north pasture covered the same interval as a towhee, but in half steps. Here it is, singing with the towhee being given first. The other individual, which sang from a surveyor's post, sang a song composed of changes of couplets like a cardinal. Here it is, singing with a towhee and a bob white. Yellowthroats and field sparrows seem to exhibit an impossible combination of inflexibility for the individual, coupled with freedom for the group. Impossible, that is, if songs are inherited, but not so impossible if birds must learn their songs. We may assume that a field sparrow is born with the ability to learn a certain range of songs, but the capacity to learn only once. If at the critical moment a young field sparrow should hear an older field sparrow, well and good. But if it should happen to hear another species, like the cardinal, it will do its best with that, and the result is imprinted. But this does not mean that it could learn an alien song pattern, such as that of the chipping sparrow or other close relative. Thus it is possible to maintain the seemingly hopeless state of a species in which each individual has a fixed and invariable song, but no two the same one. On this hypothesis, a narrow reaction norm plus a short learning period would account for the phoebe, the bob white, and the whippoorwill, birds which seem to inherit their songs like plumage. At the opposite extreme, a long learning period and a wide reaction norm would account for the remarkable case of the mockingbird. The two wrens in our yard, the House and the Carolina, do not sound much alike. The Carolina wren sounds like a small bugle. The song of the house wren is bubbling. But when we hear them through the sound microscope, we are almost prepared to believe that they are singing the same song. The Carolina wren is given first, followed immediately by the house wren. Actually, the two songs have entirely different scores. The reason they can be made to sound so much more alike than they really are is that the house wren sings twice as fast as the Carolina wren, and when this difference is removed, it is suddenly apparent that both birds are singing phrases of a similar character. Actually, the two wrens do sing some of the same phrases, or very similar ones, though it would be fairly undiscerning of us on this account to call their songs the same. Both birds often sing on the tonic triad. Here, for instance, is the house wren in the key of C minor, followed by the Carolina wren in the key of F minor. And here is another instance of a house wren phrase which recalls the Carolina wren. But one thing Carolina wrens do which a house wren never does is to give true bugle calls. And often the songs of the Carolina wren would make good dance tunes, which cannot be said of the songs of the house wren. One Carolina wren song goes, "Come in here, right now." Another goes, "I see through your sham." Another goes, "See Chicago." The biggest difference in the songs of the two birds is in overall structure, however. There is only one phrase in the Carolina wren song, whereas house wren songs are divided into 3 or 4 parts: introductory passages, a main theme, and 1 or 2 concluding sections. The house wren always announces the main theme first and then proceeds to add sections before and after it. builds up his song, he also varies the theme. One such theme is "Shut the Door," which later becomes "Please shut the door." Other modifications of this theme are entirely different phrases used by this bird may be heard in the following song. Such mincing chromatic patterns are never found in the songs of the Carolina wren. We may then ask whether all members of the same species sing alike. That is, do all house wrens, for instance, sing the same set of phrases? Again, the answer is, they do not. There are what might be called hereditary motifs on which each individual rings its own changes. Shut the door is such a motif. Similar phrases appear as the main theme in the songs of three other house wrens, thus. The See Chicago theme of our Carolina wren plays a similar role. Another Carolina wren puts it thus: see Chicago and die. Another presents it as a catchy folk dance tune. Still another turns it about and presents it in waltz time as After Chicago. Again, it is interesting to compare notes between species. The towhee's theme could pass for a variant of After Chicago. And this means, of course, that the same goes for the phoebe, the wood thrush, and the meadowlark. The nearest relative of the Carolina wren, if we were to classify birds by song alone, would, however, be a Maryland yellowthroat. The yellowthroat song, when analyzed, turns out to have the same character of a light, gay dance tune that characterizes the songs of the Carolina wren. Just as a reminder, the Carolina wren song went like this, which is not too different from. We recorded the song of this yellowthroat nearly every day for a month, and it proved to have but the one song, and in all that time scarcely varied it one whit. This would make a very simple story if it were not for the fact that apparently no two Maryland yellowthroats sing alike. Here is the song of another. And another. The first of these, though we recorded it in New England, is clearly akin to the song of the yellowthroat in our yard. The second, a near neighbor of our bird, is closer than either one to the primitive measure we have so often heard from so many species, 4 notes having the intervals of a fourth and a fifth. Another species which uses the same intervals is the cardinal, but no sweet melodies for him. He may dress like a prince of the church, but his voice is military, and his songs are marches. One of his songs, when heard through the sound microscope, seems to go, left, left, he had a good home and he left. Another song slid up and down the octave in what amounts to the cardinal trademark, and ended with repeated slurred fifths. In In another song, the second position of the tonic triad is introduced by a phrase consisting of the third position. The next shifts to a minor chord in the following manner. Another song slid down the octave, not smoothly, but breaking it into a fourth and a fifth. Yet another was in triplets, starting with a fifth and shifting to a third. Another song slid down the octave, breaking it into a sixth and a third. Several of these phrases would make good songs for other birds. Those based on the tonic triad would be suitable for the Carolina wren, or for that matter might have been derived from the Carolina wren. It is possible that birds take musical cues from one another. Here is a case in point. The Carolina wren was singing D, F sharp, A, B, and had been doing so for several minutes before the cardinal joined it. First, the Carolina wren sings twice. When this is analyzed, it appears that the cardinal is not only singing a few notes from the same chord, but is doing so in the same pitch, the same key, and the same 3/8 time. On even closer hearing, the songs go. But these sounds are different to the birds. Birds live in a different world of sound. For one thing, birds are surprisingly deaf. Their hearing is deficient in both bass and treble registers. Few songbirds can hear such low sounds as, for example, people talking. And far from being able to hear high sounds like dog whistles, the birds take second place in this even to us. It is simply a reflection of the difference in the length of the cochlea. In mammals, the cochlea is long and coiled. In birds, it is short and straight. Within its limited range, the hearing of birds is very keen. In one respect, they excel us. We are relatively poor at hearing bursts of sound. Our ears cannot cope with as many as 10 impulses a second. Birds easily do twice as well, and most of them sing at that rate. For us, the sounds are blurred, and it becomes difficult to locate the source. The result is that we are just as deaf to birds as they are to us, though for a different reason. Whereas they scarcely hear us at all, save as a low mutter. The twitter we know as birdsong is sheer distortion. We can compensate for this by listening through a sound microscope. In the bird's world, the towhee sounds like this. This use of the intervals of a fourth and a fifth, C, G, D, is the towhee theme, which he varies like a well-trained classical musician. Here the bird gives it as C, G, E, C. Another day he employed an octave and a fifth. F, B flat, B flat. A minute later he was singing C, F, F, C. 5 minutes later he had it upside down. C, A, G. Another day he was found to be enlarging on the trill in the following alternate ways. Here is an exchange between two towhees showing how these variations are sometimes used. A song sparrow is also singing. Two birds in our yard have a phoebe call, the chickadee and the phoebe. Here is the chickadee singing with the phoebe as we ordinarily hear them. And as they sound through the sound microscope. The chickadee sounds almost unchanged, a pure second interval. But the phoebe has two songs, one like that of the chickadee but with a burr. The other, a sprightly tune in a minor key. The pattern of the second phoebe song is not unlike the towhee's four-note phrase. Here is how the wood thrush sounds to other birds.
becomes evident, a pattern of statement and response. Essentially, we have but a pair of songs repeated 4 times with an odd song by itself in the middle. The pair of songs, or statement response, goes like this. First the statement, then the response. The statement is little more than the Towhee's theme, and the response, a harmonically related chord, also sometimes used by the Towhee. Here the Towhee sings its theme immediately after the thrush's statement. Here is the thrush's response, followed by an example of the Towhee's use of it. Both birds like to turn the songs upside down. Here is the statement of the thrush, followed immediately by the Towhee's theme, both similarly inverted. The meadowlark too has a theme, which recalls that of the Towhee. But whereas the Towhee uses the same natural harmonics as those on which the diatonic scale was founded, the music of the meadowlark is atonal, with the result that instead of sounding sweet, meadowlark songs have a sour quality. Also like the Towhee, the meadowlark varies its theme, but here we enter into an altogether more advanced form of musical composition, for the meadowlark is capable of expanding its simple theme into an opening and closing bar. And of varying each bar separately. Of recondensing the song into one bar, and of fusing the basic couplets to the sliding indefinite scale on which it sings.